Made it through the pillar maze. Oh.
All right, and the trap tile is Cerebus. I would never going to touch a trap tile in here ever, though. Not with those things roaming around. Sorcerers, we get the drop on them.
Very nice.
First look, we get a tail, vanilla tail out of Ordeals. That feels bad.
Yeah.
We got some Georges from Czar's side. Oh, Opal +2 Cheerio.
Oh. Love to see that.
I guess just got some Medusas, which is strangely enough one of the least scary things in here in this seed. Czar with his crowbar? No, we don't have a crowbar. Or wait, no, we should have a crowbar. We got it from the sages, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going down on Czar's side.
Yeah, because he's not running in, checking these boxes and heading out. No way. Oh god. Ooh.
All right, and Deadpulse manages to pull the tail out of the absolute worst place I've ever seen.
Yikes. Yeah, two very common enemies in that area had very angry, horrible AoE. Got some good turn order on that last run. So GG to Deadpulse for dodging some really bad things.
Yeah. Czar coming up here on Earth 3. We're checking lots of boxes. We're gonna check the southeast box. Are we going to that chest on Earth? Oh, the glare Georges. I don't like George. Go away.
Oh man. And another fun thing that Czar has on are the meme names for some of our monsters. So you might have caught the Grumps earlier, the renamed Grimps, and now you see the Georges rather than Grogers. I don't know too many of them. I know a couple of them. So if you've been with the community for a while, many of them will make sense. If you're a newer runner, they'll probably confuse you, but hey, it's all in good fun. It's just little memes for these monsters that have populated their way around the community the last couple of years.
Shumbabi, I don't think he thinks Sarda's vamp locked because he's already gotten his chime from Sarda. He does have a rod. We'll catch up on that here in a minute. The rod was from the Circle of Sages, and I think both of our runners do have that. So
yeah,
we're just gonna be beating through and taking out Lich here. Deadpulse, meanwhile, is heading into Waterfall. We're gonna see what we can come up with from the robot friend. That is a very pale vampire.
Oi. Kind of looks like Jared Leto's Joker. He had that green hair, pale white going on.
All right, we're gonna raid it. We're gonna raid his piggy bank, just get some cash. We're gonna crowbar, and we're down to Earth 4. We're not checking any boxes either, which is kind of interesting.
You check the box on the top level, but you're not going for the ones on the bottom.
Yeah, the north part of Earth 4, sometimes known as Earth Armory, really a kind of a solid check. There's 5 chests up there, really close. We get a bottle from the robot. So, outstanding locations include Sea Shrine and Mirage.
Ooh. Okay, managed to get away. Yeah, that monster box was 4 fires, and they're hitting reasonably hard on that. But, cha-ching, ribbon, and it rolls up a little bit. Take it.
Yeah, always take it. Vanilla Ice Sword. If it wasn't for Katana, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looking back at chat, Jay, I kind of agree with you. Personally, yes, at this stage of the game, I would check everything that I could in Earth. Especially on Czar's side, you have those extra levels. I think you're able to make your way through it, but he must just be feeling that he wants to get in and get an orb.
Oh, geez. Lich coming out with Blizzard. He is not going to be a pushover today, folks. 255 on a crit, though, from the fighter. Suddenly, this is going to be a race.
Oh, dear.
Second swing, 125. Thief comes out with a punch, 1 damage. Cure 4 gets turn order. We're still up.
Swing's weak on that thief. And a semi-useless ink?
It's not super useless. It actually hit our damage dealer, but we got through with an extra 110. Miniature heart attack for turn 1 on Lich there. Refuses to be a speed bump when you're taking him out this early.
Oh, wow. He must have said, hey, you think you're getting this way, getting through easily? Nope.
JLo and Chow was pointing, as you guys were pointing out about looting treasure chest. Yeah, you definitely loot the north side of Earth 4 and the Earth Armory. Don't know what you guys are talking about. There's not a second treasure room on that floor. Absolutely not. It doesn't even exist. It's terrible. There is no second Earth treasure room in Bossing Say.
You saying this from experience?
Yes.
Oh, did you skip one in a run and did it turn out to be important?
No, there's just never anything in there.
Ah.
Czar is going to come down here and check the bottom This makes it even more interesting skipping the chests on Earth 4.
I mean, picks up... Okay. He already knows the sentry's there because he caught the sentry on one of the other trap tiles.
You wouldn't take it here anyway, but...
No, and I think... If I'm not mistaken, you're not supposed to take sentries unless you get... Oh, there's our crown in Caravan, by the way, 12k. I thought you're not supposed to take sentries unless you have really good magic.
Yeah, they have really high physical defense, and we don't have black magic, and we don't have a Zeus Gauntlet, and we don't have a Thor's Hammer. We're attempting to Dan party members. No, we're not. Okay, I'm not sure. We're going to take out a sentry. Eventually. There it goes.
Okay. That was a little bit... And all for 1,500 experience. A little strange. I'm hoping he's not going to think about grinding this. Gosh, no.
No,
okay,
no. I think it's one of those I stepped on the tile, I might as well take it things. Or I just didn't realize that, oh, wow, yeah, sentries are going to be a little bit harder to get through than I thought. Yeah, either way, we are...
Guard, I'd take it, but not a sentry, not at this level.
No. So we're currently sitting just over 41 minutes in. Deadpulse coming up, going to turn in a crown. Czar is not covered any of the northern stuff that Deadpulse has done, but does have an orb lead. As well as probably a small level lead as well. Deadpulse going to come turn in this crown. We'd really like to see a key here. It was quick. I'll see it afterwards.
It was a cube.
Oh, that's awful. That's next level awful.
Yeah. Oh, man, we are hunting everywhere. So.
Oof. Get your guesses in, folks. We're currently missing a key. That's all we're missing for go mode, so it's technically possible this is still floaterless. Where's the progression? Is it in Sky? Is it in Sea? Do you want to go to either? The answer is no.
Definitely, and Czar is about to roll up on that ordeals that is giving you all of the nopes today. So let's see what Czar's luck is like.
Czar checking out some hit point values here. I think one of his light warriors can survive a minimum roll nuke. I think his fighter can survive a minimum roll nuke, but is probably not going to get away afterwards. Deadpulse coming into Earth here is going to go ahead and check the bottom of Earth 1, the chest that Czar didn't check. Gonna see what we get here. Dragon Sword +2. And a cabin. And we're gonna see Guard Sentry. And we're done.
Yep, he doesn't want that dragon. Nope, doesn't want that dragon sword. It's good. I mean, it'd be halfway decent for that. Wait, no. Oh, I'm forgetting my classic vanilla knowledge. Can Thief swing that dragon sword? I think so.
I think it's among the best things they can swing, but we're not going to be swinging much with a Thief anyway, and we already have a katana.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not needed.
I do believe Czar just got our first look at ordeals the hard way and is back in.
Mm-hmm. Rock solid with the awesome save in chat. No dragon for the thief. Coral is best for them to swing. Or wait a second. Well, it's no big deal. As Demon mentioned, you're not doing anything with that thief. I mean, again, we have the. He's gonna be finding his tail. I'm with this kind of a party. Do you think promotion is an option, Demon?
With the katana -1, if you want to run the thief or the fighter route and just dan off the black belt, I absolutely think you promote here. Only because it's going to be the only access you ever get to black magic. Otherwise, it's a hard requirement. You got to go to 42 because you'll never have black magic on the ninja to cast faster temper if they're even available.
Yeah. Finding that beautiful Opal +2 Cheerio. Love to see that again.
Yeah, Czar's actually going to get out of here with only like 1 wipe, which is going to catch up a significant amount of time on Deadpulse.
Oh wow, that is a very interesting color palette on that Wyvern. Man, I should give that a shot. I have not done palette swaps, and I'm finding some extremely interesting ones here. I'm gonna have to have some fun with that in my next couple seeds, just to throw myself off, because I've done nothing different on my palettes for 30 years of playing this game.
So this is interesting. Deadpulse is coming into the cheeky side route where you would go vanilla into ice. And is gonna be headed toward Volcano here. Probably to loot for items, look for some trap tiles, and probably get carry out of the way while they're down here. Doing this before you dive into sea, I kind of like it. It's putting off something that you probably shouldn't, but if you don't feel comfortable with where you're sitting, it's a really solid place to go.
Man, this is interesting. We ask a random question about thief swingable early swords, and we got an actual like full conversation going on about this. And there is our resident thief lover, Will Bloodworth. Welcome, Will, to the chat. We all know and love Will for loving his thieves, and coming in with the knowledge drop.
Blue ink kilos.
Oh yeah.
Cesar's gonna go get the crown out of the caravan here. Deadpulse finding a Arbone tile. Yeah, we harmed 3. They're still there. We're not taking this tile. Arbones are terrible.
That's a high roll.
Arbones have a staggeringly high amount of hit points that you would not expect vanilla, and the fact that they can roll up on hit points is even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, armory time. Flame sword -4, that's a negative. We got some Paralisks. We don't have a way to kill them reliably, I don't think.
That was actually a Bane sword -4, so you can use it in a couple places.
Yeah, Bane sword's solid. If he survives. Yeah, poison spoke, poison spoke, poison spoke. I'll take 3 for 5. We must have pulled that out of.
That was a chest right before this.
Oh wow, that works.
Hey, he gets you through that pack. Silver helmet.
Czar on the flip side is gonna go to sea. I'm gonna expect this is actually going to be a mermaid dive. Hey, flame armor.
Mm-hmm. -2, but it's something, and then silver armor +2. And
hey, bridge.
Hey, you're useless now, but you're an extra 5%.
Hey, 5%'s 5%.
Mm-hmm. And with this party, you're gonna need all the experience you can get.
Yeah.
That is a very interesting looking Gershark over there.
So Czar's skipping all the chests on TFC floor. We're going right to mermaids, and then we'll backtrack.
Okay, so Deadpulse is just making the 2 easy checks, and he's going to get out.
And I'm gonna be curious. He could save and come back in. Well, peds are soft. I don't know if Deadpulse knows the peds are soft. Yeah, Deadpulse knows the peds are soft. There's still 4 of them.
they're not hitting too horribly, but I think they were targeting some of our characters with the good Cheerios. So yeah, they're hitting much harder on that fighter up top.
Czar was really debating taking those 3 lobsters on that monster in a box and decided against it. Now, that's a little worrisome here, only because there is a non-zero chance that there is a power bonk or a white shirt in here, and that could have been it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the odds of that happening are low, but it's Randomizer.
Yep, you never know what you're going to get. Oh, we got some annoying... Oh, Scorpions with heat. That's just that chip damage you don't want to see.
Yeah, and we're still at a level on Deadpulse's side where heat is worrisome. Gaze to stun. Oh, this is not great. At higher levels, heat is barely going to toast your marshmallows. At low levels, it is absolutely fatal. Especially when you're getting stunned up to go with it, so it's just going to keep looping back around here. And your white mage is on, I believe, minus luck.
Yeah, there's almost no way you're getting out of here. Oh, and they have Scorch too? Scorch as well? Sheesh.
Oof.
Oh, and he was on the tile literally right before the exit.
Ooh, we got out and saved that experience to save those items, thankfully.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's out.
Czar, on the other hand, has a 7 lobster tile. Or not a 7 lobster tile, but a 7 lobster encounter, which is never good. I think we got ambushed.
He keeps trying to get that monster in a box.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to roll a smaller encounter.
Yeah, this is 1 to 7. I think 3 is going to be the best you're going to get, Czar. If you're going to take it, I think you take it on 3. Lobsters, normally you're going to roll moderate on hit points. So this is just going to be about getting enough swings off. Yeah, there we go. So if we get a couple katana swings off, we will get through this pack. Czar absolutely being thorough here, not going to leave this behind.
As you mentioned, yeah, it could be anything, and yeah, with this party, I'm taking more boxes. I just need to. This seed has not been friendly to us. You need whatever you can get. Let's go. Ugh.
All that for 75 gold.
Yikes. Well, let's see. Is he going to do this floor?
I think you need to just to be you can get all but one chest in here inside the locked room, the infamous TFC chest. The only concern here is that ghosts are on this floor and ghosts ignore absorb.
Looking back over at Deadpulse, he stops off, gets healed up, grabs a couple items, and he's making a... Okay. He's heading back to... I think he's going to... Do you think he's going to Mirage?
He's... no...
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, this routing would say he's going to go Sky, because otherwise you just go south if you're going to go... Or you go around the world to the south if you're going to go to Onrak. Yeah, the way he's hugging the coast, he's going to Mirage. So he might look for a desert grind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is if he finds finds steak and wings off the power cycle, or the most delicious grind off the power cycle, the T-Rex. Let's see. I wonder, was that...
I mean, the problem is that the T-Rexes roll like 1,100 hit points.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you're going to survive a T-Rex for 4 or 5 rounds.
Oh, and Kilo. Nope. Steak and wings, but there's a lot of run in between the first and second one there.
And we got some fire-breathing steaks today. They are biting back.
So Deadpulse is going to hard power cycle, go to a different zone, and find a single Ankilo. We're going to go to a third zone, and We're gonna find another Ankylo.
Oh, we got poison. We got stone poison sharks.
Oh no.
We didn't see that in the inner sea, but we see that down here on the very first floor of Sea Shrine.
Yeah, that's not great. So Czar is now headed down. We're headed down Kraken side. I may have missed the last 2 checks of the TFC floor. Oh, mute tags. That's great. Good thing we weren't ever planning on killing him.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Deadpulse is going to take this grind. He unequipped his thief and his white mage. He threw that ribbon on that fighter. So just kind of to negate some of that cremate. It looks like we got ourselves a grind for a little bit.
It's a little deep. I would have really liked to have seen him check the 4th encounter zone before doing this. You know, maybe find sandwiches off the power cycle or a T-Rex off the power cycle, or maybe one down in one of the other zones.
Meanwhile, Czar is on Sharknado floor. Ugh, water's out of that monster in a box. Yuck.
Actually, I think that was just a regular encounter.
No, that was monster.
Oh, then yeah, ew.
Yeah, water's always hit hard.
Yeah, Czar doing what I would do here. I'm just gonna skip that box, and if I have to come back for it, I'm already on the floor because this is the last set of boxes on the floor. Adamant.
All right, we have our key item. You know, most of the time everybody would disparage that heal stick, but barely any healing going on. You use it for a little while, and then you can sell it for a good chunk of cash. Yeah, which I don't think is even worth it right now because you got yourself a decent amount of money at this time of the game. But
all right, so here's the question. Your path to victory against Kraken 1 right now involves throwing the White Mage and the Thief in the top slots and rusing up and tanking shots. Do you leave the fighter in the bottom and just try to hope that you don't get backroad? What do you think about that as a path to victory through getting this out?
ooh, well, if you've already gone this far, I don't know, man. You found your key item down here. Do you? I guess that's what he's gonna do. You know, if you're in a best of 1, you are facing off against Deadpulse. If there's going to be a time you take a risk, this is probably one of them.
Yeah, you can't risk having to double dip a dungeon. If you have to double dip a dungeon, you're going too slow. You've got levels. You've got 2 ruse casters that you can just stack up and have them tank shots. If you worst case scenario, your fighter gets punched out. You just have the slowest Kraken fight in history, but
okay, I'm looking over at Deadpulse side. I think he's pulling a sandwich out of this box. I think he's aiming for. Okay, he gets the shark out of this one. Manages to get good turn order, so he doesn't see the stone poison. I'm wondering if he's. Oh, here we go. He gets 2.
Yeah, that tile's 1 to 2 sandwiches, so he was just trying to get the 2 sandwiches instead.
Nice.
All right, Czar's jiggling. My opinion, we need to put both level 1 white casters in the first 2 slots, ruse out and hope and pray. But it looks like we're going to just put the black belt up front to die. We're going to ruse, and we're going to swing. And here we go. Tank strats ahoy. Oh, that was not a lot of damage.
Nope.
Oh, that is 1 very dead black belt.
It is a very punchy, very painful Kraken.
Oh, that was through 2 ruse stacks. Holy cow.
Ouch.
Oh, we need Cure 4. We need Cure 4 badly. Oh, no boy.
Bad turn order.
Yeah, Czar resets out of it. He's gonna go do Waterfall first, come back for the admin later.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
ouch.
So Deadpulse is still taking this grind. It is not the fastest of grinds, but it is we're just going back and
Yeah.
forth. Looks like we're going up the tower now. We're still looking for an incentive item. We got up to I saw 18 pop up on one of the surviving light warriors.
Mm-hmm. He did manage to pull out a Zeus gauntlet out of that first floor Mirage, so something to help with C does give you some AoE, but you don't have anything right now. So a Zeus gauntlet, I'll take it.
Yeah,
You got a
Zeus,
Bane Sword and a Zeus gauntlet.
Banesword and Zeus Gauntlet, they can get the job done if you find the right things here.
You just don't want them on the same person.
Nah.
Oof. There goes your white mage. Alright, Czar picks up the bottle in Waterfall. Let's see what greater than less than rewards us with this time around. Czar also finds our first known ribbon.
Alright, we're gonna heal up since we don't have any life casters. Monster in a box. Spider, spooters, and arachnids. We're gonna Zeus them down. They're gonna be running too, so that's gonna help.
Yeah, when you get a screen full of them, you just want to get them taken care of as fast as possible because you never know what kind of script you're going to see. Ooh. Oh, Aegis.
Yeah, but what do you drop? Alright, we're gonna drop the Opal, we're picking up the Aegis.
Frolfs?
Frost Wolves, let's see if they've got anything nasty. I don't think it's one of the first times we've seen them accurately. We saw a little bit of an ice cave, but...
Alright, Czar's making his way out of Waterfall. Kevin House, yeah, greater than less than did not deliver today.
Yeah, just the Aegis shield, not a ton here. Unfortunately, I think Deadpulse is going to have to try to walk out from here with that Aegis shield because this level, yeah, he's going to go. This level, these two Light Warriors just heal Pots in a Dream up through Sky. It's not going to get done.
No.
Now, the difference here is Deadpulse did pull that Bane Sword out of Volcano Armory. That is a path to victory through both Kraken and through Tiamat that Czar doesn't have. If Czar would have had a Bane Sword on a White Mage there with full Ruse stacks on a punchy Kraken, that's entirely doable. Ooh, this Blue D's not messing around.
Oh, guess a lucky miss there. Oh, and then they're evasive. Yikes.
They got the dancing shoes on, and we are running with a black belt. We're running with a black belt, attempting to run with a black belt, and we're on the floor. We're going back. Time for some more steak and wings.
Crab Cakes dropping the jokes. Toby did not make it through leg day.
Yes, Chaos' Comedy Tour is currently winning. No, the winner is us, the viewers, not the runners.
Oh man, this is some roughness on this seed, but
yeah,
at least
so,
he knows where his adamant is, and I think he's in better shape. At least he knows what he's got in Kraken.
Yeah, he's walking it out this time. He's not going through that punchy Kraken. So, for those of you just joining us, this is a 4-forced party. We have no access to black magic. The floater's still outstanding. We have an adamant out of sea and an unknown item from Sky proper. It's not in Mirage. One of those two things is going to lead to either our go mode or our floater or both. Czar's just got a couple more floors to walk out. All we have to worry about is giant lobster packs.
And also sharks with stone poison. And ghosts that hit like semi-trucks.
Yeah, this is the problem with ghosts. Oh, the thief gets us away. Life 2, life 2, life 2. Thank you. Alright, so Deadpulse has found a grind on steak and wings outside of Mirage. We seem to be taking it here. We're two-man grinding. What are we? Not high.
19 on both. I think his black belt's just a little bit behind his fighter, so he might be 20/19. He's two punching it. Or, yeah, there we go. He's 20 on the fighter, 19 on the black belt. So if he takes it to 21 for that black belt, you get a little bit of that extra offense. I think that might be a decent place to stop, because if you're going to want to do anything more with levels, he does have, actually both runners have knowledge of that Agama tile. If you really want levels 3 Agamas and ice is going to be a better thing when you're higher levels and can soak up a couple of those lit 2s.
I mean, you can throw the ribbon on. That'll tank some of it. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, you turn in, if Czar turns this in and it's the floater, you can promote and hope to find something opal and collar. Got to live through some purple sahags here on the water. Deadpulse still. No, we're gonna. You got to get levels somewhere, and this is probably one of the most efficient places you're gonna find it that you can safely take, because grinds on the bottom of ice are never safe.
Mm-hmm. So I'm curious. I'm gonna do a lot of it looks like some equipment manipulation. I'm wondering if is he trying to kill off the fighter? Because I saw him take off all his armor. His black belt's starting to pick up something. Yeah, his black belt's at 22.
Yep, we're gotten up to 21, which we needed to keep the fighter up because of the katana to get to 21, and now it's time to dan off the fighter, and we're gonna commit to the black belt here. Czar, having not gone up to turn on the crown yet, had two reasons to come up here. Gets his cube, and is going to be immediately turning this adamant in. This is the only outstanding item we currently have. It's this and something in sky. I'm almost thinking it's pretty much got to be adamant to key. Oh my lord.
Oh, that's right. We have slats still.
Either the floater or what outstanding fetch quest do we have? TNT and key.
Yeah.
So the floater or something leading to the floater is in sky. Because of course it is with these flags.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Czar's got the bad news. Czar's contemplating how we get through this. Deadpulse knows how we're getting through this. It involves punching his steak and wings to death forever.
Yeah, that black belt's now starting to do. It looks like those wings are a little evasive. You're not getting good hits off of both your characters on them. So, but they're the lesser of the two that you need to worry about. All right, looks like he's almost there on that fighter. Oh, he's just there.
I mean, the fighter's going to be a significant off carry, I guess. You don't turn. Yeah, you're going to have a 42 black belt. There we go. Okay, fighter's on the floor.
Okay.
Party on the dance floor. We're going to get some steak and wings for. Still taking 2 shots, though, to get through that. Can we at least one-shot the wyvern? No?
Yeah, they got some evasion there. We're missing hits.
Well, the good news is it's an overworld grind, so it's super safe.
Yep. And you're getting 8,200 off the steak and wings fight. I wonder what we're going to get from the pure steak fight.
All right, Czar coming around the long way. Here we go. All right, we're over here now, Czar. All right, so it looks like 26 on the black belt.
Yep.
All right, so we probably got. Once we start one-shotting this, Oh man. If we're not one-shotting it, we probably got 12 to 15 minutes left on this grind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good use of the Zeus Gauntlet to get some chip damage over on the Wyvern while you finish off the stake there. Oh, Czar's hard cycling. And nope, more Ankylos. Ankylos everywhere off the power cycle. Czar says, forget it, we're just gonna do it live.
Oh, come on. Oh, whew.
We check it, we don't want it, wait, we do want it. Alright, we're finally getting some hits in. We're finally getting the deed done here. Let's see how this goes. 28, we're making some solid progress. Once we hit 32, we should be speeding up here significantly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, this is the experience I want to see what he gets, because he's getting this about a third to half the time. Okay, he's still pulling 6,000 plus off just the stake, because we're not guaranteed the stake and wings, but we're seeing that probably every 2 out of 3 battles.
Yeah. Alright, Czar clears out, gets Zeus Gauntlet off of Mirage 1. We know Mirage 2's a bust. We'll get an Aegis Shield off of it, which I think Czar is going to be more likely to use. Simply because I think we're committed to the fighter there as opposed to running the black belt as we currently are on Deadpulse's side. Now, Deadpulse is going to have some... The only other concern I have, and normally I say this because normally the 42 black belt, my concerns are 0 going into a Topher. We have a minus vitality black belt here. Kraken 2 can still very much do Kraken 2 things, because we're only going to have, like, I think we had talked about this earlier even, like 6, 7, like 7.5 hit points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw Kraken 1 do some pretty nasty Kraken 1 things, and Kraken 2 is just another animal himself. I mean, it's going to be a rough slog. The thing that would make me feel a whole lot better would be if we happen to yank a defense out of the chest to give some safety to that black belt. But if I don't have a defense and we haven't found Invis, I'm worried. Yeah, that hit point total, that's a really nasty Kraken 2 shot, or that's a couple of bad skill pairs, and you're out.
Yeah.
It makes it just a little more worrisome.
Well, to be honest with you, John, I mean, we've cracked almost every box we've seen. The only things that are still outstanding for boxes is, like, the vanilla incentive in ice, some stuff in the bottom of marsh, some stuff in the bottom of volcano,
Mm-hmm.
and the top of sky.
Yep.
Like, every other box we've actually checked. And I guess, like, stuff that's locked.
Yeah, that's true. It could always be, we could get a look. We do have the Cardia Islands too. There's a fair amount of checks there. But again, no floater, no Cardia.
So Deadpulse is done. I think Deadpulse decided to stop at 32 here. At an hour and 12 minutes, I absolutely do not blame Deadpulse. Deadpulse is probably absolutely panicking right now.
Jog my memory, Demon. Czar did go through ordeals, correct?
Yes, Czar did go through ordeals and does have their tail.
Okay, yeah. I was just saying, I'm like, I was checking our group here and what we had, what we don't have. So, in terms of key items, obviously Deadpulse does not have the adamant that we found out of sea. That led to Slab. We don't know what Slab leads to because we don't have floater.
Yeah. Czar's going to give us our first look at Sky right after we run into a bunch of images from Wraiths. Deadpulse is rezzing up some characters. We're going to jiggle some equipment. We're getting prepped here. Now, the difference in this is Deadpulse, while not fully online, we haven't evolved fully to Charizard here. We're in Charmeleon. We're 32 on a black belt. There's very little that we fear that doesn't start with Topher.
Mm-hmm.
Czar, much lower, probably in the 20s, has a more full party grind going on, and it has a little bit of an exploration lead. As well as actually having an orb, having downed a rather uncommonly resilient Lich 1.
Lich Jon did not want to go down easy. As we
I
all
mean,
saw, he threw out Blizzard on turn 1.
yeah. So Czar is in here. Looks like we're gonna take the Gurmadusas because we like experience. Experience is nice. Deadpulse coming in has already checked the T-Rex. Free experience. Punch it.
Yep.
678 gets a T-Rex. I wish I had found those off the power cycle. Yeah, and as you saw, we're now 25 on the katana wielding fighter. So Czar with the exploration lead, technically the orb lead, and the more full party levels. Deadpulse is much safer on the actually killing things.
Ooh.
Dragon armor, floater in sky.
Oh,
Czar, you have a very challenging decision to make here, and he is taking the floater and leaving. Yes. When Czar's shoes, I go with this 100%. You've already taken a wipe to Kraken 2 because you know you do not have the ability to punch through right now.
Yeah. Floater had to be here. I mean, there's no way, because if Floater, Floater can't be locked behind something that needs it to be unlocked. So Floater's going to lead us to, obviously, to Lefane. Lefane is probably going to give us TNT, which will then give us Key.
Well, so here's what we've got outstanding. We know that the end of the last two quest chains here is both the power bonk and the white shirt. The key is the intermediate that we're missing in the middle. We have the bottle, we have the slab. The slab's not translated on Zara's side.
I forgot bottle, thank you. Deadpulse finds his floater. Is he going to do the same thing?
Oh no, 32 black belt. We're gonna punch Dragon in the face. There's gonna be with it 25 and 32 on our 2 melee characters. There's about to be a very, very dead TMS, and we're not opening any more boxes.
Oh, I wish you had the AoE to take this. I love myself a big 6-pack or more of metal slimes.
Yeah, unfortunately, lightning doesn't do jack to these guys, and we don't have a mage staff.
You need a mage staff or fire 2 as a minimum. Taking the rock goal.
I don't know. Did Deadpulse open up the extra chest to get the dragon armor out of that room?
He did. He stopped it. He didn't grab it. He did grab it. So it looks like at some point he's going to take the promotion. Okay, so a pro cape, a heal helmet, doesn't stop for any of them. Goodbye, I'm gone. Yeah,
he's not going to have the Aegis since he wiped. I'm pretty sure he wiped out of it on the way back out. But with the dragon armor and probably putting the ribbon on the fighter, since you don't care about your white mages, you're just going to try to punch through with 2 people. That's a good point. We don't have any sign of the night weapons. We don't need the night weapons. We have a katana.
Yeah, and if you get rid of that katana, if you find a night weapon, you give it to that katana to that very useless ninja.
There's no weapon that doesn't start with the words massa that makes me give up that katana ever. All right, get your bless RNGs. We're on the bridge here. Deadpulse in this scenario might actually take a robot if it pops up. We got a 32 and a 25 on our 2 melee carries. They could probably swing through it. I mean, 1,000 to 1,500 hit points. What are the odds it leads with a nuclear? I mean, what are ever the odds that it leads with a nuke?
Oh. If the dreaded CC is real, we just blessed Deadpulse with it. Oh.
I mean, we've only had lead nuke gargoyles.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean,
so Czar taking back off after landing. Did we just remember we don't have a slab translation? Or no, we're gonna go promote first. All right, Deadpulse versus the dragon. We're punching where I think we're Bane sorting. I think this is just, yeah. So we take a swing. Oh, we're getting some good damage off. Bane ineffective. Swing, swing, Bane. Bane goes out. Ineffective. Punch comes out from Tia for 123. Counter punch for 120. That's not a lot of damage. Tia kind of absorby here. We could really use this Bane to take. 242. 185. Here, smell this milk. The milk's gone rotten.
There we go. All right, so at 119.05, we have our Sky Orblet. So we are even right now on total number of orbs.
Yeah, one of these orbs is not like the other, and first orb at 119 feels absolutely awful, especially when you're not technically in the air yet.
But
I mean,
you have your floater, you go do floater things, and you grab what you can. Does Czar stop and yes, he's gonna stop and check some cardia boxes.
I'm not a giant fan of it. I mean, what are you looking for? Second ribbon? That's really it.
But here's the thing. Well, yeah, second ribbon is important. I mean, you're gonna if you, but actually not for this party though. He's got dragon armor, and I think
he's got the dragon and the Aegis, so he's got the pseudo ribbon set up. So I mean, there's nothing you're looking for here. I mean, an extra ribbon is just kind of icing on the cake, but you've got a katana, which is going to be your end-game weapon for your fighter. I mean, unless you're like hard looking for a massa here.
Yeah. Oh, Deadpulse ran into those stone poison sharks along the way. Ooh.
That's okay. We're in the air. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're in the air. Yeah, I can understand looting the Cardias. One thing if you're looting Cardia, if you're ever in a seed and you're looting Cardia and you're going for pure speed, you promote, you take off, you save. You go to each island. If there's nothing worth value, you reset. You're already in the air. You go to the next one. You cut over half your time off checking your Cardia chests.
That's a very good point. So yeah, if you're a newer runner to the randomizer, definitely take note of that. Is it anything you can do to save your speed? Oh, ice +3 armor, not bad to throw on.
I mean, it's gonna go on either your ninja or your black belt.
I mean, it keeps him alive. Okay, so Deadpulse is in Volcano. Looks like Deadpulse. If you were him, you're going straight down.
Oh yeah, with 32 black belt, dragon armor, and a in-game weapon on my fighter, and one ribbon, there is absolutely nothing I'm stopping for here. I am going straight down, and I am punching Carrie in the face. The only thing that would make me stop is, I mean, nothing. If you want to stock up, the only thing the Deadpulse could want is the Aegis Shield, so you can safely move the ribbon over, and he already knows where it's at.
Yep.
Because with fighter armor on, you can safely not run the naked black belt, plus the Opal Cheerio rolled up to +2. I mean, you stick a heel helm, a +2 Opal Cheerio, and the Zeus Gauntlet that rolled up on the black belt, and he's got ridiculous amounts of absorb.
Yep. But alas, as we were chatting about it, Deadpulse decided to go straight to Carrie. We're going to punch and swing Carrie. So Carrie does 5 hits, 110 damage. Nothing going on that top of row. Black belt comes out with a fire 2. Again, kind of a free turn.
So Czar checking black magic finally, since we have a caster. Temper's at 3, fast is a 4. Ninja gets both. Ninja needs levels in order to cast spells, so if Czar's going to want to rely on those, you need to get some levels. That's the other thing for Deadpulse. We have a 32 black belt. A 32 black belt with fast is fine. A 32 black belt with nothing and no power bonk is a mighty different story.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we are going to see what this bottle turns into. Is he doing cheeky white chest? Oh, Fade at level 7.
Well,
Not
it's
getting that.
Nah, probably not.
No. Yeah, I'm not. I don't. We have not found a good party grind tile where we could get the levels sufficient enough for that white mage to get enough charges. And then at that high level, I mean, that's a lot of time to sacrifice for that.
TNT.
Okie day.
So the fetch quest chain continues. We have the TNT plus one outstanding quote-unquote fetch quest in the key, which is actually our go mode. And the key will be blocking either the power bonk or the white shirt. The other one is blocked by the adamant to the slab, which was in C. Well, the adamant was in C, it led to the slab will lead to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpulse is stopping by to light another orb.
This time his trip down Earth will be quite a bit quicker. As we were just talking, if he skipped everything in Volcano, he's going to skip everything in Earth.
So the big linchpin right here is Czar's cheeky attempt at Kraken that didn't pay off. If Czar's attempt at Kraken had paid off there, and this comes down to a C versus a Sky, this is one heck of a race. Here's the power of the black belt. Deadpulse lit Orb 1 at 119 in Sky. It's going to be about 127, and we're going to be at 3 orbs with only basically a go mode C to go. But Deadpulse doesn't know it's a go mode C. Because Deadpulse hasn't seen the adamant. Yeah. Oh. So this is interesting. Deadpulse is not aware of the key yet. To Deadpulse, the key could still be in C. Czar has the knowledge from having the adamant into the slab that it was floater locked, knowing that the bottle or the slab has to turn into it. So this could all still be required that Deadpulse has to go yank that adamant out. In fact, it is the Deadpulse, I believe, does have to yank the adamant out.
Mm-hmm. He has not. So for him, he's going to be checking...
Wait a minute, I'm silly. The TNT is outstanding. Ignore everything that I just said. This makes no sense. I'm sorry, folks. Too much rando today. But neither here nor there. The honest facts, Deadpulse is on Earth 4, about to be on Lich's floor and going to go knocking. A blizzard is not going to hold anything up to this.
No, we do have TNT. TNT came from the ferry.
Yes, I just remembered that after I just put out the entire thing there. So, yeah. Deadpulse is doing a proximity clear of a Lich. And then going to go turn on the TNT.
Yeah, we do have TNT on Deadpulse. Bottled at the TNT. But yeah, this is, again... okay, so he's going to come in here. This time around... If Lich decides to do anything, which Lich won't get to decide to do anything, he is our favorite dirty rug that we punch and dust really quickly.
Yes, everybody's favorite fist blender. Bones and robes, will they blend? Yes, they will.
All right. Let's see what our TNT. Oh, we get the obligatory hooray.
Czar's opening things and checking things in Volcano, which is probably fine.
Oh. Power bonk.
Alright, so the adamant is required out of C to go to the slab, which is going to turn into the key, which is going to turn into the white shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So, Deadpulse needs their 3-part fetch quest, which is located in the bottom left of Sharknado.
Mm-hmm.
Czar needs levels. And to go turn in the slab.
Oh, we have the Super Metroid version of the do you kill them or save them going on in chat, where do you kill Hooray Dwarf or do you let him live with the NPC guillotine setting? Classic take.
I personally have him on live, but I just don't talk to him. I understand it's for the memes, but I'm not a great runner. I need those 2 seconds.
Needs a couple frames. Czar taking... Is he just taking it to take it, or is he actually going to be grinding off this fighter?
Oh, a full party grind off of a fighter is... You know where the Agamas are. If you're going to be grinding, go grind the Agamas. Nope,
Yeah.
we're grinding the fighters. Well, it's a thing. I mean, I'm gonna have to see what's the... I didn't get to see what the number was. 1600. Oh, man.
This is not... But he's got characters in the mid... Still in the mid-teens. I think his... one of his characters was 17, one of his characters was 15.
Yeah, if you're gonna do this, you have to make, like, a gamble that Topher is paper and 20 is gonna do it. I mean, 21, of course, on the black belt for the punch, but... Oh, man, I
don't like this.
I mean, it's a good I mean, take 1 if you're checking the chest for proximity, and it's a good fight to take. But I mean, you're running behind. That's the thing here. That you know, it's an hour 30 in. You've got 1 orb, and you're not in go mode. You know where go mode's at, but you're not in go mode. Your opponent, while not in go mode either, is is a very established new runner. We'll say that much.
Yeah, the knowledge I have right here is I'm going against a very good opponent in Deadpulse. Doing something like this does not help me.
Well, another good point from our tracker Asher here is you're 90 minutes in, you haven't seen a dot done. So maybe you think this is like the most terrible toe forever, and I need to do a full party grind.
But which is a full party grind at this time. I'm going to that Agama. I mean,
if I'm investing time, I'm going down to ice, absolutely. Yeah. Especially since I have exit charges now. Maybe Czar doesn't even feel comfortable with carry, but I don't see how that's the point with promoted and as much as we have now. We'll have to see how high Czar takes this grind. It's gonna hinge here because Czar could be right. This could be a terrible Topher that Deadpulse runs into. We don't know yet. We haven't seen it.
He's not 42 on that black belt, so he does not have the walking ribbon. He has 1 ribbon, which does he keep his fighter alive for the offense, or does he keep his white mage alive for the healing and the resurrection, and hope that, because he has yet to go and promote. That's the conundrum, because we don't have a grind right now that can get our black belt to 42 in a reasonable amount of time. It's, you picked up a couple more key items, so that's, off the regular stake, you were getting 6K, you were getting about 6K, and then you're getting 8K off the stake and wings. So you're going to get some incremental growth with a few more key items. But Kraken 1 is doing Kraken 1 things. He
sniffed the rotten milk again. The carton of milk has just been doing work for every time I've seen it in these seeds. Now that's not a terrible percent. Bane is 16ish. I mean, it's not Brax 26, but 16% is still not bad. And it's not Bane to Bane to Bane and Topher like I've seen in called. But it's nonetheless Deadpulse, 4 orbs, not go mode, but 4 orbs at an hour 30 to call it 20.
Okay.
And like pointed out in chat, Czar has Temper Fast on the ninja. Deadpulse does not have a ninja, therefore does not have it. Deadpulse getting the bad news that the slabs before the key, saying words under your breath. Go over to Melmon and translate. There we go. If you're not gonna promote, you gotta go to 42. So I think that this is just not optional for Deadpulse. Either I I think we got to go back to the desert. More steak and wings. Because there's just no world that I see that you're punching through at 32 and not just relying on a minus vitality black belt at like 500 hit points with a ribbon and an armor on. Deadpulse is going to promote at 32.
Yep. We're not getting all that beautiful MDF off the levels between 32 and 42.
Yeah.
But
So
we do get all the extra absorb, you get the extra mitigation, just overall off that fighter.
Yep, so he's going to load up the fighter here. I think if you're going to do this, you load up. I think if you do this, you load up the black belt as well, because it can wear the fighter armor. You just load it up with absorb and you put the ribbon on it, and you just You go two-man strats and just try to brute force Topher like this. We'll have to see what Deadpulse does for preparation. That's going to be where it is at with the preparation here. Czar is still punching out fighters. Let's see if we can get a look at some levels. I got 22, 23, 23. We're getting there. I mean, a full party at 24 can absolutely get through a Topher. That's where I've always said that the butter zone's at, is 24 gets you through Topher. In this case, it might be a little more, because I think we're going to be hinging more on fast charges. So we probably need to get the ninja up to 26, 27.
Yeah, that's the comfort level that I'm at.
Yeah, no note from chat. Even a Topher grind with exit is preferable here, because you've got life on 2 casters. Deadpulse gets their key. Deadpulse is officially in go mode in 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 10 seconds. That is saying that's a late go mode would be a little bit of an understatement, but we have it, and Deadpulse has got a 3-orb lead going on right now, and Czar's killing off some light warriors.
I think he just realized that what he should have done a while ago, if you're going to take that grind on those fighters, you should have killed off a couple characters to make it, because you weren't getting anything reasonably good unless you find the less common 2-fighter pack jumping you, where 1 fighter was coming up very frequently, giving you 1500 or about 1545, and then you got the 2 of them were getting you about 3100, and that was the much less common pop up. So yeah.
So Deadpulse checking these boxes. Under his breath, he has to actually kill the monsters in the box, not only for the experience, but because the item he's looking for is the white shirt, and it might be behind one of these guys. Although I think he's got a full armor inventory, so wouldn't be the case. Yeah, nobody's checked any of the key lock tiles. Czar does not have the key yet, has not opted to go turn it in. Deadpulse has just gotten it. I really don't expect Deadpulse to check any of the trap tiles unless we hit a Topher wipe or we hit a Prit block. Deadpulse has a path to victory here, which is equip up the black belt to the end of the world, throw the dragon armor on the fighter and pray that he doesn't get hit with anything, and just try to brute force through Topher. Because I don't even expect Deadpulse to go check black magic to see if temper and fast is available, because it's, then we have to level a ninja, and leveling things is slow.
Mm-hmm. So we now have Czar doing what he should have a long time ago, is he's grinding that master off of 1 or 2 fighters.
Oh man, that means we still have to put the ribbon on him. So the ribbon's not going to be on anybody else, and we'll have to see. What was he getting? 1,500, so he's getting 6,000 or 12,000 from 1 or 2 fighters.
Yep,
yeah.
You're right. Let's see here. 6,600 off of 1, so you get about
13,200.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not the fastest. This might actually. It's not that it's going to be slower than Steak and Wings, because you're going to generate the encounters faster, and you're going to be burning through it faster, but it's still a lot of time. All right, Deadpulse is in. Here we go, folks. Been pretty uneventful. We're already through the loot plate, past the validation, and down to back to the ground floor. Nope.
Yeah.
We get ambushed by worms.
With poison touch. Yeah. So Goat Pirate is asking, I wish I understood all this prep. You and me both, Goats. There has been some strange things going on this sea. We have had some very nasty encounters. We have had some. We have no access to black magic until very late. Deadpulse is not taking any of it. He has Deadpulse does have Power Bonk, does have White Shirt. That helps, but again, no fast.
Yeah, and Deadpulse promoted so late that we have no spell charges. Otherwise, I would have taken Ruse on the Knight at the very minimum, because we don't have a defense sword. I mean, Deadpulse doesn't have any levels on the Ninja. We can't really switch to the Ninja as a carry either. But we're on Lich 1. We're casting Harm 3. That's kind of just a... Oh no.
Ooh.
Zap. And the Ninja's in the 4th dimension. But the Master Punch is 531. Down goes Lid. We have life 2. Deadpulse doesn't care. The Ninja's just being a Swiffer at this point. So Czar's 33. Czar, having promoted so early, has to go to 42 to have any chance of being able to run this black belt, or excuse me, master ribbonless. All right.
So Deadpulse brings up the ninja, and he's the white shirt user.
Oh boy, Carrie's got sleep touch.
But
Carrie survived 2 punches.
Ooh. Of your 2 melee carries, though, she put the one to sleep that you don't care less about.
Absolutely. There's a reason that the Master's in the 2nd slot here. That's the one you need to protect. Deadpulse just has the backup option of the Katana -1 Knight, and more than importantly, the Knight's got so much Absorb packed that we're hoping that he can survive. Like, with as much as he's got on, he might tank like a 10-hit Kraken Punch. 12 will probably get him.
Mm-hmm. You make a very good point. And I mean, and that master doesn't have terrible absorb. It's got, because of that plus fighter armor, he does have a way to soak up a couple blows, but losing that vitality definitely sucked.
Answering question in chat about the MDef. Yeah, Deadpulse's MDef is not amazing. We went to 32 on the black belt before promoting, so the black belt's got a reasonable chance, but it is still nowhere near a non-zero chance of getting 1 tapped out. We're baning, that's 6%. We're white shirting because of yes, and we're going double melee, so we're just giving the white mage something to do with the banes here.
Mm-hmm. So Kraken 2 led off with Blizzard, which is you'd rather see that now than when you're level 5, 6 on a random pack, or much lower like Czar did when he took out Lich 1.
Yeah, I don't care if it's Blaze, I don't care if it's Blizzard. Anything that doesn't involve punching on Kraken 2 is the absolute best thing to see. Mm-hmm. I'll take 150 across my entire party rather than 12 hits, 3 crits, 1600 damage.
Ooh, 6 hits, 223 on that Knight. That Knight doing Knight things and meat shielding.
Yeah, 6 hits, 223 against a Kraken is very impressive, plus the fact that was through like 4 white shirt casts.
Little chip damage from that Zeus Gauntlet. Oh, that Master's not hitting hard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's no hits or absorb. I'm gonna have to see on the next go round. That's okay, the Zeus Gauntlet's gonna chip him out for 52.
Sweet. Czar 1 punches, Kelly 1. So at 142.47, Czar has lit his 2nd orb.
Yeah, he was at 33 last I looked a couple minutes ago, so I'm going to assume we're 42 on the Master. Or at least in the high 30s. Oh look, 4 worm fight.
Yikes.
Well, they only got poison touch, and not the worst of the kind of worms I've seen today. So we're just gonna heal up, antidote up, and see what Tia 2 has for us.
All right. So we're gonna. Oh, looks like he's gonna power bonk.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Oof. Okay, he back rows that ninja, so we got no white shirt this time.
Yeah, and fire 3 probably advisable to more punching the way that was going. 884. Now that's a punch. 630 and terminated. That was okay. So one cast of power bonk. Now that's the thing. No temper on a 32 master, 32 black belt is bad. But with a power bonk, you're able to recover really well, and you can get up to the levels that you would be on your 42 after just 1 or 2 turns. So we're going to put the ninja in the second slot. Hopefully he gets one white shirt off before he goes down.
And here we go. Got white shirt. Okay, that's a nice turn order. You get one white shirt off. Zeus?
I don't agree with the Zeusing. I think you should re-rusing on your white so you have life forecaster, or cure forecaster, because I think it was at level 2. But other than that, here we go. We're going to power bonk. We're going to get it going. We're casting wall just to be safe. 457 wall on the master. Okay, we're safe from getting nasty things to happen. Chaos misses. That's helpful.
Yeah. Tries to back row that white wizard, gets denied.
Got the dancing shoes. Out comes the punch. 373. Not a ton. Out comes the katana swing for 90. Fire 3 in reply. All right, we're all in. We're swing weight. That's not coming up very difficult. I mean, that's only like 59 damage. Yeah, I think we're in good shape here.
Mm-hmm.
Hit for 107.
Yeah, Chaos is kind of patting around like a little kitten right now. But let's not hold our breath. We don't know what else he's got.
Yep, swing and miss. That's on 3 stacks. Out comes another power bonk. We just need a little bit more, we think. Alright, out comes the 145 from the katana. Miss from Chaos. Out comes the master. Whew. This is a little bit of an absorbing chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the zap. X out of the 4th dimension.
Okay.
Well, Dead, you did your job. And down goes Chaos at about 146 official time, 146.04. Get your GGs out for Deadpulse. Get first place finisher.
Yeah, that was a heck of a seed. Well done by Dead. Taking that early, taking that overall grind on the stake and wings, and then just eventually saying, you know what, I'm going to promote, I'm going to get extra mitigation on that knight, put him up top, make a meat shield. It worked out.
Alright, gonna see if we can get Deadpulse in here if he wants to talk for a little bit. Meanwhile, we got Czar here. Czar is in Sky, coming up for a 3rd orb.
So we do have Deadpulse in the room. GG. How are you feeling after that heck of a seed?
Oh, what a mess.
Oh, I commiserate with you. Tell us about everything. Just walk us through your run. I mean, I got a couple of questions, but you for sure probably were swearing on your breath on some of these fetch quests here.
Yeah, the fetch quests weren't kind, and I had to, dive ice really early, and then realize, oh, ice and marsh are required, and I still don't have any caster items. Thank goodness I have this katana. And then I was just looking for a grind, like a two-man fighter grind with the fighter and the black belt, and it just wasn't coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick on Czar's side, we got us a war chicken. The war chicken has just punched out our ninja, but we're gonna punch the war chicken down. 21,000 experience is much better than we were getting earlier.
Yep. That master gets the 44.
Anyway, sorry about it, Deadpulse. Go ahead.
Oh no, that was it. And when I found the Zeus Gauntlet, I thanked my lucky stars, and then the Bane Sword was a nice addition.
Mm-hmm. Definitely pulled yourselves. You pulled off the Bane on both Kraken 1 and Tia 1 too. Tia 1 as well, if I wasn't mistaken.
It's Count Black Magic is all I need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just following SARS on Tia 1, let's see. Looks like we're just focusing on that master. Oh wow, that's a really heavy hit point Tia. That 20 hits 1390 did not take him down. Okay. We got 44 master doing 44 master things. And his third orb is lit at about 148.55.
So, on the subject of the lack of black magic here, what was your first thought that came in your head when you saw that forced party pop up?
It's go time. I love white mages. I'm probably one of the few people that do, and I was hoping that we're going to get a really good seed. And by that, I mean, Fade was level 7 or 8. We'd have to dig for all of our magic items, and I got what I wanted. So I had a ton of fun rolling. I mean, now that it's over, I can say I had a ton of fun during it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The only thing that really would have saved the seed, not saved it, made it any more tolerable, was if we had been lucky to have like a level 1 fade roll, and then that would have actually made that thief a little more useful. But having life 1 on that, I did see you pull that out a couple of times. I think there was one time where your thief validated its existence and brought up that white mage after it got cranked. So, but
thief
yeah.
management is very important, because you didn't want the thief up all the time because you needed the experience to go on the other 3 characters, but you also needed to be able to run. So
yeah, it was a hard choice a few times, but so you did what we thought you would do. At one point, did you decide to say, okay, I'm stopping at 32 and I'm moving along? When did you decide to not go to 42?
as soon as I saw only steak and wings, and I wasn't going to check the rest of the encounter table in the desert, it's just that's what I had, and that is a terrible grind to go to 42 on. It would have taken 20 minutes, so 20 more minutes, because I think it took about 20 minutes just to get my 2 characters up to 30, or my black belt up to 32.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sar, on the other hand, went into Volcano. For a while, took a full party grind on a single fighter, occasionally a double fighter tile in the very last, box checks on that bottom floor, and then finally turned around and started to kill off some party members, and eventually, took his master to about 42. But the amount of time he spent on that was definitely a big difference here.
That would have been a nice grind to find. I mean, I found the Agamas and they destroyed me. And
Yeah. He looked out and never saw the blaze. So
yeah, they had the Agamas had lit too, and by the time you saw them, Deadpulse, you were actually young enough on all your characters that you were down after one cast of them. One cast took out half your party, and then the second cast, and you noped out.
yeah.
I also can't stay mad at ordeals, even though the nuke red gargoyles.
Yeah,
stay out of my business.
Oh my gosh. Looks like Restream is doing fun things. We have a double paned stream going on here. We're having fun things. Yeah, we saw those Argos come out with Nuke, and all the hatred for Argos came out at once from Demon and I. How much we hate them in vanilla, how much we hate them in all the randomizer seeds. It just did not. And we were hoping, wishing you luck so you could get through, because of just how common they were. And then on the icing on the cake, sorcerers had cremate, and it was like, you're damned if you do, but damned if you don't. But that last run, you pulled some nice luck out of the pile and made your way through.
Everybody gets black magic except my party.
Yep. There's a reason why nobody had Argoyles as their favorite enemy in this tournament. Dingwu got more votes for favorite enemy than the Argoyles. After this seed, Dingwu might have more votes for favorite enemy than these Argoyles.
Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta say,
I also can't stay mad at Dengwu. I mean, yeah, this was a Dengwu special, but at the same time, he's got a special place in all of our hearts.
yes, he does. I definitely have to say though, Deadpulse. It was good to watch this because you took a rough seed and you did what you needed to do with it, and you did it well after getting some really rough encounters and rough luck on the early part of the seed. So, for all the randomizer runners who are either still kind of new or absolutely brand new to this, I learned a lot watching this. So I appreciate the way you methodically went through and handle the kind of a rough deck being dealt. The blurses were not good.
I still contend that the first minute was the best minute, getting that katana and being like, oh, now I'm gonna get everything.
Mm-hmm. And then after the katana getting nothing, until pretty much nothing else. Ooh.
Yeah, but thankfully you found that katana, because it's like, okay, how am I going to kill... Oh, that's how I'm going to kill Garland.
Yeah.
It was going to be fine. I'm sure it was fine.
So quickly over on Czar's side, he ran into Lich 2. Lich 2 decided to have Zap. Luckily, it missed on his White Wizard. I think his White Wizard had... or maybe he had a different configuration, but he was able to get through it and res everybody up. But so Lich 1 had Blizzard, which did not matter to you by the time you got there. But Czar did a very early, very unconventional Lich 1 kill, and they let off with Blizzard and made things very interesting very quickly. Then Lich 2 obviously comes out with Zap. So Lich not being pushover in this seed.
Yeah, Czar up against Carry 2 here. Carry 2 coming out with some Ice 2, but it's just a matter of time before the punch comes out. 786 bye Carry 2. Yeah, Czar took a lot of very early promotion after getting the floater. Had it a little bit before you because you were still doing your grind, of course. But a lot of it just came down to... Czar took some time here, so took some time there. The early Earth Dive, while being very cheeky, did take a little while as well. Czar had an unfortunate wipe to Kraken 1, trying to take a very brave Kraken 1 fight. And unfortunately, he was doing punch things. Meanwhile, Czar coming up to Kraken 2, which is going to be cast happy here. I gotta ask Deadpulse, at any point where you kind of just look at the clock and going, okay, maybe I've taken a little too much time here, or maybe I'm a little bit behind, or did you feel pretty comfortable?
At about the 1 hour, 25 minute mark, I started to panic. And I was trying to avoid reactionary plays. I was just trying to stick with my plan, just methodically go through everything. You'll be fine, just keep going. But it was hard, about 20 minutes before I finished. Just, oh man, I'm nowhere near done.
Yeah, and just the key being so late in the game. All those fetch taking so long to get everything.
Well, that part actually made me feel better because I was worried that floater wasn't going to be required once I dug it out of Sky. And if it wasn't required, I went, oh no, I could be 20 minutes behind because if the key was just in C, Czar could have already, be in Topher at this point.
Okay, Master doing Master things and getting 20 hits off on that Tia 2. So Czar making his way through. We are about to jump Chaos. Depending on turn order, we might have... let's see how quickly this one goes. He will have... Okay, so Wall off on the Master. We get a Fast on the Master. Oh, he found the defense sword.
I don't even know where that was.
Wow.
I wasn't even looking. He must have... I maybe picked it up checking all those boxes in Volcano?
Yeah. For all of the members of yep, Luffy coming in to save here. I was just about to ask chat, but defense was in Volcano.
Oh, that's nice to find. Thief, Ninja on the floor, but we still kill Chaos anyway. And at 1 hour, 58 minutes, 36 seconds, just under the 2 hours, Czar comes in hot with a finish here in second place. Get your GGs out for Czar.
Definitely break out those GGs. Both good runs to both runners. Let's see if we can ping Czar, see if he would like to come in and participate in our post game interviews.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get Czar in here in a minute. But yeah, absolutely. This was a good seed, good times for both of you here for as long of a slog as this was. Like you had the early katana, but in the magic, you're hoping for the early fade. It wasn't there. You didn't find harm 4. Even, I mean, I get just impressed at Pulse by just the way that you persevered through this monstrosity. And it makes me very, very nervous if I happen to face you in 2 rounds, but we will absolutely have to see how that goes here.
Yeah, this was a seed that would shake a lot of people, especially with some of the really rough encounters. We had some pretty common enemies with some really bad scripts. If I'm not mistaken, what was it? Demon, what was it? Grey Wolves had Blaze, so there were a lot of run-ins with those. It just wasn't fun. And then obviously Bridge, you didn't find that early, so the long walk around definitely makes things challenging. But one thing, the only difference I saw really early was Czar. Czar found the pop-ups in the 2 early checks for Dwarf Cave, and he managed to get through those Saurias, which gave him like 5 or 6 really quick levels, and then he found a much more palatable 1 Mud Gold, 1 Sorcerer encounter out of that box right below hand. But after that, the distance started to widen a little bit in terms of, as Demon was mentioning, a little extra time here, a little routing differences here. Again, Deadpulse, we saw you kind of put on a clinic for a difficult seed, so appreciate, definitely a run for new beginner runners, and even veterans can go back here and watch a tough perseverance kind of seed. So GG to you on the win.
Still waiting to see if Czar wants to jump in, so we'll just go ahead and burn a couple more minutes here.
So
yeah, looks like we'll get Czar in a minute or 2.
Yeah,
no,
go ahead,
fine.
Demon. I'm gonna pull up to see if I can grab the the matchups and see if we have any line of sight to next round.
Yeah, so just on that note here, Deadpulse, and actually we're joined in the booth real quick here by Czar. Czar, well run, GG.
Oh, thank you so much, GG. Sorry about the delay there. I had to get my mic set up. GG Deadpulse.
GG's are.
I'm guessing you went to Mirage or Sky early.
Yeah, I hung around there a little bit early. I did the stake and lane grind to 32 on the black belt outside, and then I went in and got my floater.
Very nice. I didn't get there until pretty late. I ended up grinding on fighters in the volcano and the Yagamata.
I never made it that deep.
Yeah, by the time that Deadpulse went to Volcano, he was running through everything. Czar, walk us through your early games. So I was kind of mentioning just before you came in the booth that you found the early katana just like Deadpulse did. So you have a good swing for that fighter. You get lucky with the blessing that he can wield that katana. You happen to get the levels off of those first monsters and boxes off of Dwarf. How are you feeling then? But then kind of walk us through the like some of the early game things you did.
I thought I did pretty well earlier. I did get lucky with the Sorias. I thought we'll try the katana, see what it can do. Maybe they rolled low. They did. Got fortunate there. Probably should have dipped into Marsh Cave before I went over to Crescent, but had to check for that folder just in case.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw the early chime, I was very tempted to go to Desert and Mirage, but that has not been a friendly place for me in the tournament thus far, and I decided to hold off on it.
Yeah, I think that might have been a big difference because if you'd been able to take that katana up there and find the power cycle grind. I mean, as as Deadpulse mentioned, it was Steak and Wings, and it got you somewhere. Um, but as we all know, it's just choices here, choices there. You go a different route, and then that's where the time differences come up. However, I definitely have to say GG to both of you and to Czar, especially you for persevering. This was not a fun seed. It was not an easy seed. This was a seed that would have made plenty of people throw up the big F and forfeit out. After there were a couple of rough spots. Tell us, okay, so you made the decision when you're in C, you find your adamant. You're down there on Sharknado floor. You make the play to go at Kraken 1 with those lower levels. Why did you tell us why you went there rather than trying to get out and save it? What was
I
your
was
thought process there?
I was definitely considering leaving, but I figured, my tournament life is on the line here. I'm up against Deadpulse, who is a top tier runner. I've got to try and make this play. And Kraken 1 just had none of it. He targeted my fighter early. I had the Thief and the White Mage with Ruse, which I thought might give me enough of a buffer, but it did not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were thinking too. You ruse up. He takes a couple swings at you, misses. You can get a couple of chip shots in from your melee carries. But yeah, Kraken 1 was doing harsh things, and I think that was probably one of the biggest time sinks there, throughout the entire run. But I still do have to give you credit for, it didn't look like you got too tilted. You just you noped out. You went, you cleaned out waterfall, and then you're on your way. So definitely appreciate the perseverance and not letting that that rough stumble stop you too much. Demon, what other questions you have, or do we want to start moving to final thoughts tonight?
So only one here. So Czar, if we think back here to one specific part of the scene, ordeals. What'd you think of the gargoyles?
That's something that's been common in my tournament run this year, along with going 0 and 6 on the floater, being in Sky. So
Yeah, you were lucky enough. I think you just wiped to the nuke Argoyles the once, as where Deadpulse had quite a bit of trouble getting through ordeals there. But no, I think we're going to start turning it over for some final thoughts here. We'll start with Deadpulse, our winner. You've got, I believe, Zenobian coming up here. What are you thinking?
Oh, I do. I want to thank Czar. This was a great match. This is what I wanted in my spring tournament experience, was just have good matches with good people. So thank you very much. Thanks to all the staff, Demon, John, Asher, and my Kaizukuoni, Luffy DV. Thank you for taking care of this run. It was good. I'm looking forward to a good match against Zenobian sometime next week, and yeah, I'm in good spirits.
All right, Czar, any other thoughts about the seed or how the tournament's been or anything like that? Unfortunately, not going to be continuing on, but it's been a blast to watch and calm you through all the races you've had.
the tournament's been great. I've had a great time. I'll be participating in all the events that I can this year for the Final Fantasy Randomizer. Thank you too much to our stand-up community, always working so hard to ensure we have these great viewing matches. Thank you, Deadpulse, for a great match. Good luck against Zenobian. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And I walk away with a smile on my face. Just thank you, everyone, Randomania, all our hosting partners, and I hope to get on the mic for a few more matches coming up here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I also want to thank my co-com John. It's been a blast. Definitely Luffy for pulling all the duty on the restreaming tonight. Definitely a shout out to Asher and here in chat doing the tracking for us and everything here. FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, link to the randomizer. Also got a link to our Discord and to the Challenge tournament page so you can check out the brackets, see how everyone's doing. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to John to take us out here.
Yeah. Same thing with Demon. Thank you, Randomania, for having us. Thank you to everybody in chat for the. I always love the lively participation. We had vanilla talks about thief swords. I mean, we had the random things and great participation always. This community is awesome. Give our runners a follow. Give our community a follow. Join our Discord and see what this is all about. We are just about to start our Duckling Boot Camp, which I will be participating in as a new member of this community. I'm super thrilled. Thank you to Luffy. Thank you to Asher. Thank you, Demon, for coming again with me. And thank you both again to Deadpulse and Czar for a great run. Good perseverance, tough seed. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks for sticking with us through some extra time here. We will catch you soon. Again, Dead Pulse and Zenobia next week. This is another one I have circled in round of 32. I'm looking forward to that one. So good luck to you, Dead Pulse, in your next run. Czar, I hope to see you around. I hope I'm able to participate in something with you. It's good to see you take a really good swing at this and walk out with a smile and, want to participate more. So, that's the fun part of it. It's been a good spring tournament. Have a great night, everybody. It's been a blast. Catch you soon.